All right, IDDQD, you are in the hot seat. You're gonna be playing some Overwatch, taking us through some tips, but this is not your home setup, and I'm gonna be grilling you with what I think is the hardest trivia that I've ever come up with for this show. So good luck. You're gonna have a great time.
Let's
get started.
Thank you.
So how long have you been in competitive Overwatch, even before Overwatch League?
So I was among one of the first to play, actually. I think even from season 1, well, season 1, I mean beta phase 1, when the game first came out, I was lucky enough to get one of the earliest beta keys available. And I feel like the developers of this game kind of nailed it.
Number 1, the first image of what would turn out to be Ana Amari was discovered well before her release on which of the following maps? Is it A, Anubis?
Anubis. Did I get that right?
That is incorrect.
Really?
That is incorrect. I had to look it up myself. I thought it was Anubis as well.
Wasn't it the map archive folder in the starting spawn?
That was Dorado. So there was the map archive thing, and then there was a file in Route 66. I asked you if you could remove any hero from Overwatch. And this was a while ago, pre-Mercy nerf.
Yep.
Who would it be? And you said Mercy because Resurrection is just not fun. Do you still feel that way?
No, I think they actually did a good job balancing her. I feel like now, like before, I think a lot of pro players alike, they get really frustrated at the fact that she was like kind of like a must pick. I think when in any game, if you have like a must pick hero, you get kind of frustrated, you know, because like not only is the hero not that fun to play, it's just she's made the game kind of boring, if that makes sense. Like you kill a hero, you have like a really hard hero such as like Widowmaker, for example, that comes down to how good is your aim. You get that headshot from across the map, you feel rewarded, right? Then you have Mercy, just instantly rests that target, and you kind of be like, why am I playing Widowmaker?
Yeah, exactly. Number 2, excluding armor and shields, which hero has the most HP by default?
Roadhog.
Correct. Well done. I feel like Mercy is the most iterated on hero, maybe tied with Symmetra. Are there any other heroes that you can think of that are just struggling to find a place in both competitive and casual?
Actually, if we're talking like high level, not really. I feel like Symmetra is like the niche hero there. She's the one that people are kind of like, how are we gonna make this work? You know, they talked about buffing her and doing this and that. And I think like when they did the change to her, initially, people thought her new teleporter thing mechanic where she can have the shield now when she puts up was going to be like revolutionary. I was kind of skeptic at best. It doesn't really change a whole lot. Now, unfortunately, she's seen like as a meme hero. Like she doesn't really do a lot. And even pro level play, I think she's like picked like 2% of the time in like actual like ranked matches. And in pro matches, I don't think we've seen her once in the Overwatch League at all.
Sure. This question is total BS. I'm sorry. I ran out of ideas. Here we go. Number 3, true or false? Charging an enemy into a wall with Reinhardt deals as much damage as a fully charged Widowmaker headshot. True or false?
False.
It is true. They both deal 300, so Widowmaker has 120, and then she has
oh yeah, because the initial
modifier.
charge, when you hit someone with a charge, you do like 225, 50 damage, but that is not included when you hit the wall, is it?
This is funny. This is the first personality we've had that knows so much about the game that they're making me question if I did enough research for the trivia. So it might be...
Actually, now I remember it, there is a stream segment when I was playing 2 days ago before I got to San Francisco where I actually noticed that the Ryan got a double kill with the pin. And he can only pin one, so he must have done damage on collision in between.
Huh. All right, we'll have to bring it up with a lower third and figure out if that was true or false. So it's very interesting. Your score is either 1.5 or 2.5. Because yeah, we'll give you half point for this, because that was half correct.
It's important.
So you're a DPS player.
Yes.
How often do you find yourself, do you ever play Mercy just for fun, or do you do it to practice and like, I mean, I think you probably have a pretty firm understanding of what Mercy does in the game already, so.
Yes, no, I really don't play this hero. I think she's kind of boring, if that makes sense. She doesn't really speak to me on any level, to be honest.
Sure.
I think it's like just healing targets left and right, jumping around, dashing, resurrecting enemies that he's died, resurrecting teammates that died. This is really my type of hero. I'm all about the action. Like doing this, you following someone around and you kind of give them a beam, it's not really my type, you know.
I know, what I like is though, it's not your type of hero, yet you're playing her to a T. That's the way she's meant to be played. You're not jumping off just for, it's a team game. Number 4, name 2 of the 4 maps where a Murloc can be seen. So there are 4 maps in total.
Hanamura.
Correct.
And Lijiang.
I believe that is also correct. The other 2, or potentially 3, are Hollywood, Blizzard.
Oh yeah, Blizzard World. Yeah, that one has a lot of Murlocs.
and Anubis.
Okay.
On the crawler.
Nice. Yeah, we're playing Torbjorn here, and it's working out really good.
It's going very well in 6v6 Mystery Hero.
Yeah. Don't do this in rank, please. Don't do this.
But you have no choice in Mystery Hero. This is what you got, and you're making it work. You had a Tracer dive you there, and now you're divvying out the armor, and that's that. It was easy.
This does not mean Torbjorn is good at rank. Don't do it.
Which hero exclaims the following? It's a perfect day for some mayhem.
Junkrat.
Correct.
Thanks, Overwatch League, for naming a team after him. Otherwise, I would have fell on that one.
So you're playing fair here, and you are doing. Oh,
I did well. I did well.
I always start shoutcasting like at the wrong times. I got to start it sooner. We'll get into it. We'll see. I'll see what.
Actually, I can see this mode would like work out for people who would actually. I've never played this mode. I've heard people talk about it. You know, I don't really spend much time in it. When I do play, I play like ranked, and I kind of warm up in practice mode. But like, I've heard that people say, "What do you think about Mr. Heroes like as a warm up? Like, how would you think about it as for new players?" It seems to be, like, just in general, it seems like to be on the lower ranks. So maybe this could be something like to advise for players who just like picked up the game. Because like every time you die, you get a new hero. So you kind of like continue playing it, you get like an early feel for all the heroes work. It kind of forces you to play heroes that you maybe not usually would want to.
I like Mystery Hero a lot. It reminds me a lot of Counter-Strike's gun game, or even like a Magic the Gathering limited draft. Basically, like you're able to take your skill that you've accrued in a more constructed format and bring it into this kind of wild, ridiculous, not too serious context.
Yeah, no, for sure. So I think they nailed it with this one, so that's good. Oh, Winston, look at that.
You got some Winston, you got the SF Shock skin going.
Of course.
Gonna make some plays happening.
Yeah.
Name the only two heroes which possess a secondary weapon. So that means you have to hit 2 to switch to it.
Oh, Mercy Anna.
Mercy and who?
Mercy and Anna, because Anna has a sleep dart. She brings out like a small pistol, right?
She does.
But that's not what you were looking at, right?
No. So a secondary weapon, you have to physically switch to it.
Okay, so ultimate wouldn't count?
Ultimate does not count.
It doesn't
abilities
count.
do not count. You have to physically press 2. So let me clarify the weapon. Mercy is correct. She brings out her pistol, right? But you have to hit 2 for that. What is the other hero that you have to physically press 2 to access a secondary weapon? This is a stumper. I'm telling you, I went all out with this trivia.
What is this? So Mercy is.
Okay, I'll give you a little bit of a hint. It's less of a weapon and more of a tool. Torbjorn. That is.
See,
correct.
I was thinking weapon, right?
No, we'll give you that one. That was
Jesus,
good.
wow.
These are good.
These are good. So like I actually kind of like this mode. This would be something to tell people to practice on, to be honest, in the future. It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Getting the kill on Winston there going. There's D.Va and a Doomfist who's trying to dip out, but he's going to have a hard time disengaging from Winston. You got the Hanzo as well. Is he using the, yeah, he is. He's using that World of Warcraft skin. Potentially my favorite skin in the game.
SF Shock?
Well, yes,
like that.
of course. Second to the SF Shocks.
You meant the new Doomfist skin?
Yeah, what is it called?
Yeah, I think what they did there was really awesome. Like my personal favorite is Nova. For obvious reasons.
Number 7, what is the name of the terrorist organization that Doomfist, Reaper, Sombra, and Widowmaker are a part of?
Talon.
That's correct. So you're making plays happen on Reaper here. There's the Brigitte kill. Farrah giving you a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, we're getting heals too. What is going on here? We actually have a good comp.
The team is coming together.
This is actually a really good comp. This is how it normally would look like. If
that's the fun part about Mystery Hero, is just at some point.
Sometimes it aligns, right?
Right. There's the kill on Zarya. McCree trying to get up, not going to.
Oh, God.
Nice, well done. Number 8, which map contains the stoic remains of Reinhardt's former mentor?
Eichenwald.
Perfect, well done. You're going nuts on Genji right now. There's the Mercy after the Farah.
Can't give away my strats, man.
Oh! That was a disgusting reflection.
Poor Lucio.
Who knows where your team is? I guess they're on the point, which is good. Good for them.
We're doing good. This skin is probably the best skin in the game. I personally don't play Genji. I don't like him that much. But this skin is off the charts. I mean, look at this thing.
That is disgusting.
Now, when does McCree get a good skin like that?
The Supercharger Ultimate belongs to which hero?
Orisa.
Correct.
This skin's pretty good too.
Yeah.
I think all the crossover skins, like especially like Sara getting the Barbarian skin, I think they all were pretty great. Like I don't think there's any skin that people said, I don't like this skin, to be honest. They were all pretty good.
They are sick.
I think what the question came down to is which one is a little bit lesser good than the other ones, but for the most part, I've heard good feedback when it comes to these skins. And it also brings a little, you know, people together a little bit as well. People enjoy it. You know, people that come from, I don't think we had a Hearthstone skin. Maybe Torbjorn should have got the Innkeeper skin.
That would definitely be the character. I don't really know, like, they
got Magni, right?
Yeah, they have that whole, the weird thing about Hearthstone is it's just a Warcraft IP, so you can't really have, they have that animated universe, but that's
you know what
like
I noticed? Sorry for interrupting you, they have 2 Bastions. They had 2 Bastions.
You were doing a fantastic job here clearing out this point. And take it with your team. That was an interesting push on their part, and you punished them.
Of course. Gotta help our team here. We have this really good comp. We have Hanzo, we have Reaper, Lucio, Widow, Junkrat, and a Stoic. I mean, who wouldn't want to play this in comp?
And number 10, I think this is the hardest one personally. Which of the following removed or altered abilities never existed in Overwatch and is completely made up? Is it, and let me get through all these before you answer. Is it A, Symmetra's Proton Shield granted 25 shield HP to allies? Is it B, Genji's Swift Strike Dash inflicted a damage over time effect to enemies hit? Is it C, Bastion's Remote Mine Ultimate deployed a remote control mine? Or is it D, Soldier 76's Stim Pack increased his fire rate and reload speed? So, before you answer,
Multiple options are false, right?
No, there's only one. But let me clarify here. 2 of these options have been in the game.
1 and 2 has been in the game.
1 and 2 has been in the game, so it's not A and B. And then between C and D, one of those was shown in a Champions or a Hero Spotlight video. It's between Bastion having a remote control mine as an ultimate, or Soldier 76 having a Stim Pack ability. Which do you think is fake?
I think you found the fake ability because the Stim Pack is from StarCraft, so I'm going to go with the Bastion is fake.
The Stim Pack is fake. The Bastion ultimate was real. He had a mine, and there's no way that you would know this unless you watch the video. We'll give you half a point for that one because you did well. All right, IDDQD, the trivia. You got 8 out of 10. I had to give you 2 half points there, but frankly, this was the most difficult trivia I have ever done, far and away. So I think you did pretty good.